What is up, fellow Cobras? Welcome back to Strike First Media and another live stream on the channel. And happy holidays to everybody, and happy New Year. We are winding down the year of 2023, as crazy as that seems. Can't believe this year kind of felt like a pipe dream. It almost feels like it didn't happen because there wasn't much that was going on. But how are we all doing tonight? We got a lot of stuff to cover tonight. I know I did a video on it, but I still want to talk about it in depth with all of you guys face to face or screen to screen on a live stream. Hayden Schlossberg, of course, on Christmas Day did big Q&A, or not really big, but he answered some pretty big things for season 6. Answered a lot of fan questions and did a pretty fun obliterated Q&A, which was really cool to see. And also, as you can see, 20,000 subscriber countdown. We are very, very close. Let's see, where are we at right now? So we are at 19,978 subscribers currently on the channel. We are so close. If we can hit that on the stream, that would be so freaking cool. So I'm going to go through the chat, and then we can dive into Hayden's questions, and then to end the stream, we'll pull the subscriber count up and watch it climb and climb, and see if we can reach it in this live stream. If not, no worries. But if we can reach it, that would be pretty freaking cool. So let's see who we got in the chat. Nawaf, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, man. It's been a heck of a month with the holiday season and just winding down in the new year, especially at work, making sure stuff is set to go for 2024. And Cobra Kai is going to be back in production right after the new year. So I'm super excited. I'm feeling pretty good right now, man. Nikolai, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Let me know how the volume is. I raised my microphone up so it can be closer to my face. Melissa Bonza, Happy New Year's. We're getting ready to strike first into 2024, as well as a new season of Cobra Kai. That is correct. Absolutely. How I'm doing good. I appreciate you coming in. CLS Soccer, James. Who's James? Jermaine. It's not James, but it's Jermaine. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Adversary. Imagine Kenny wins. Oh, man. I think a lot of people would be upset with that. Daniel, what's up, dude? Cody, my man, happy holidays. Yes, indeed. Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday season full of relaxing family, friends, food, and all that good stuff. Bryce Productions, what's up, dude? Appreciate you coming in. Clifford Favors, hello, how we doing? I think I said this to you last time, but I love that picture of you and Ralph. Awesome. Terry Silver's here with a Willy Wonka profile picture. 2024 is going to be a great year for Cobra Kai. Yes, indeed. Evan the man, good to see you. Hey, Mario. Yes, it has been a while since I've seen you, dude. Welcome back. It's good to have you back, man. Happy holidays to you as well. Sonic Ghost 09. Hey. Danny Watkins, what's up, Mike, man? King Crease Jr., sup, Cody Badass, where the snow bunny's at? Hey, man, I am always looking for him, so I'm playing. Melissa has been a member of the channel for 19 months. That is absolutely insane. Thank you so much, Melissa. Great to hear. What's the biggest and best that you are hoping for this year, entering a new year? Lots and lots of new stuff. That is a very good question. I got a lot of big goals coming for the new year. In terms of work goals, just continuing to climb the ladder of experience of my current job now. I mean, we're about to hit 20,000 subscribers to close out this year, so continuing to grow the channel to become bigger and bigger. That's, of course, a goal. Going to the Cobra Kai premiere, if it happens in 2024, that's, of course, a big goal for me as well. And that's all I got off the top of my head right now that would relate to like you guys. But yeah, I'm sure I could think of a few more goals that I want to achieve this year. Wayne Turner, Shock Twist, Cobra Kai, second last episode. Oh yeah. Nah, probably not, man. But good to see you, Wayne. Kevin the Speedster. I've been hanging in there, man. It's been a little A little stressful with the holidays as they always are, but I'm doing pretty good. Hey, boy. Yes, we're going to be talking about that quite a bit. Only 10 episodes. We expected 15, but only 10. How's it going, Jody? Cobra Kai fans. Yes. Hello. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. We're going to brush upon this a little bit because I already made an extensive video on it on the channel. If you I gave you most of my thoughts, but I did still want to talk about it a little bit with you guys. So, yes, Hayden, he roasted me because the way to get into this obliterated drinking game, we had to post a picture of a drink, and I'm not a big drinker, even though I'm wearing a Coors Banquet hoodie. Shout out to Mom who got this for me for Christmas. I'm not a big drinker. When I do drink, I will have a nice Coors Banquet, but I'm not a big drinker. So I wasn't drinking at this time. I was actually at a family dinner. So my dad is a big Coors Light drinker. So I just ran into the fridge, grabbed a Coors Light, snapped the picture, and said Johnny was going to be disappointed in me. And Hayden roasted me saying, drink masculine beer from now on. And he is true because light beer is for you know what. So all right, so this tweet that Hayden had, he created this whole thread, and fans were asking season 6 questions. And our main man, Robert Culp, who's a big supporter of the channel, so shout out to Robert, and congrats to getting a question answered. He said, will the Sakai Taikai require team leaders from each dojo? And Hayden, short and sweet, just yes. Yes. So by team leaders, of course, senseis in martial arts are the leaders of their dojo. But in terms of leaders, I think he means that certain characters, certain students are going to be stepping up to take on a leadership role because I'm not saying they don't have anything more to learn, but they're becoming so knowledgeable in karate that they can take on this leadership type role. For those of you who do martial arts or are familiar with them, once you reach a black belt level, you get the honor in most forms of martial arts like karate to teach students. So I think the more knowledgeable students like your Sams, your Tories, your Robbies, Hawks, and Miguel's are going to be more of teaching rather than learning next season. So I think characters like what I just mentioned are going to be a lot of the ones that are going to be doing those that team leader type of role in the dojos. So I could definitely see that, which will be super cool to see them step up and be teachers and lead. Whereas we've seen them for the first 5 seasons, them being the ones learning from our Daniels, Johnny's, Creases, and Terry Silvers. So that'll be super cool to see. Next question is from the one and only Melissa Paz. She actually got a few questions of hers answered, so congrats, Melissa. She asks, since they're coming of age, will the kids' arcs be bigger than the adults' arcs this season, aka Johnny and Daniels and the other adults, or will everyone's arc be big in their own way? And Hayden says, everyone gets their moment in the spotlight. And I think that's a very, I wouldn't expect the kids' arcs to be bigger. I think everyone's going to have their moment in the spotlight to have their own chance to show their big moments, their defining moments, their character, their moments that bring things full circle. And I think that's super important with this being the final season. And I'm super looking forward to that. And I'm glad you brought that up, Melissa, because it really brings a lot of clarity to people worried that, oh, is my favorite character going to get their due justice or their due diligence in the final season? But Hayden makes it clear that everyone, at least the main characters, are going to get their full circle and their big moment in whatever situation that they have themselves in. So next is another Melissa question. Will we be learning more history about Miyagi Do or just history of Master Kim and the Way of the Fist in season 6? And Hayden says you will learn about everyone's past, present, and future. So we're going to be learning more about Miyagi Do in probably the ancient times, and even the times when probably Mr. Miyagi and Chosen were both kids, and Sato, as well as we're going to learn what's to come with Miyagi Do after the season, after the Sakai Taikai. What's the current state of Miyagi Do going to be? And even Master Kim, C.S. Lee, who was recently announced to be playing Master Kim in season 6. He's probably going to get a decent amount of flashback screen time, at least. I don't know if he's going to get present day screen time because we don't know if Master Kim is alive, but we're going to be seeing a lot of him and just the origins of the way of the fist, and not Cobra Kai specifically, but the way of the fist, the Tang Soo Do style that Cobra Kai uses, that aggressive style that we've known about for so long. And I'm super excited to see where they take that, what things that the big three are going to be able to create from their own original ideas, and how that's going to translate to the overall story of where the Miyagi verse is at currently. And it's going to be so cool. And what's the future of Cobra Kai? I mean, in my opinion, I think Cobra Kai is going to die. Cobra Kai's always been out. Cobra Kai never dies. And it always finds a way to come back. But I think Cobra Kai is officially going to end. And how that's going to happen, whether it's going to be a Sakai Taikai defeat, whether it's going to be at the hands of a death of a Kreese and or Terry Silver, who knows? But that it's certainly going to make for some very interesting story arcs and plot points that I'm super excited to see. So I'm just going to take a look at the chat really quick just to see. Can't wait to come to the US. Oh, Mario, you're going to make a trip to the US? Make sure to stop by New England, my friend. Say hello. It was very good, Lisa. It was very good. How about yours? They were wrong because it'll take them 2 years. Take who 2 years? Rodney, what's up, my man? F around, you're gonna find out. I love that. I love that picture, man. Good to see you, dude. I always think of that because, like, you know, when they say you can hear certain images, you can hear that one. What's up, Cobra Kai World? Good to see you, man. Yes, that was absolutely hilarious. If you guys didn't know, Hayden subtly called out Tony Sellers, which was pretty funny because he's given a lot of content creators, and not even just content creators, people like Melissa, who's just a fan of Cobra Kai, a fan of multiple different YouTube channels, and is a big supporter, probably the biggest supporter of all of us in the community. She gets attacked. The big three have been getting nothing but attacks, and like, I'm all for criticisms if it's constructive, but when it's like attacks and like harsh criticism, that's where you got to draw the line a little bit. But this guy, and Hayden didn't even like attack this guy or even call him out. He just kind of subtly roasted him, which was definitely nice to see. So sorry, Tony. I'm kind of I'm not really the guy for revenge, but you kind of got what came to you. Check. What are you talking about? Aussie beer is stronger than American beer. Yeah, you're probably right, Wayne. We do have a lot of light beer around here. If I do have to pick a beer that I really enjoy drinking, it's probably an IPA. I mean, I do like Coors Banquet, but I really like IPAs. Yeah, I do agree, Philomena, but I think for now we have not been steered wrong in these first 5 seasons, really. So I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic. There's no problem with having concerns, but cautiously optimistic. I think when you're on both sides, when you're a little nervous but very optimistic, I think that's the right way to go about it. But it's definitely fair to be a little hesitant. What's up, CVO? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, dude. I mean, Melissa was asking some great questions, so I think he was kind of like, "Oh man, I gotta answer these questions." Kieran, good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate all your comments on my videos lately. I appreciate the support. You rock, man. Good to see you. Israel, how's it going, dude? Thank you for coming in. Yes, it will be, Evan. It's going to be an epic premiere, and I'm going to do everything in my power to go to that. It's going to be awesome. Dominic, thanks for coming in. Ryan Hooker, Cobra Kai. I believe it. He spams a lot of people's comments, but he's been pretty quiet around me lately. Thankfully. Hey Lee, what's going on? Owen, what's up, Strike First Media? Got some big news this week. Also, Miyagi Do, Eagle Fang, or Cobra Kai? I got one answer for you, right? I don't know if you can see my blanket. Eagle Fang for life, baby. Eagle Fang for life. We got a donation. Clifford Favors, $5. Thank you so much. Do you think we'll see more of the offensive side of Miyagi Do, seeing as how intense they portray it in the Sakai Taikai? It's a very good question. I wouldn't be surprised if we see our students resort to maybe aggressive tactics and maybe even some dirty tactics. I wouldn't be surprised because I feel like it's going to be an uphill battle for our characters to win a global tournament, because this isn't just a small niche part of the valley anymore. We're going to a global level where the best of the best, pun intended, by the way, the best of the best are coming to the world's grandest stage and duking it out. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. But I could definitely see our students being more aggressive than Miyagi Do normally we've seen them in the past. So that's a very good question. Yeah, Rodney, I definitely think that'll be the case. They got to be like, I think the shortest an episode can be is like 40 minutes, because they've always usually been in that 25 to 35-minute range for the past 5 seasons. I think they got to push that threshold to a minimum 40 minutes if they really want to fit everything in. Owen, what's up? Hell yeah, badass. Badass, my son. Round table, good to see you, dude. All right. I'm caught up on the chat. That's always a good sign. Let's go back to some of the questions. I don't think, this is an obliterated question. We won't really talk about that one right now. Melissa, again, I think this is her third question. Will we be learning more history? No, we already talked about that one. My bad. All right, Curtis Park. If filming starts in early 2024, will we get a late 2024 debut? And Hayden says we're trying to get it out ASAP. And that's been the common theme throughout the creators on social media when they're talking about getting back to work on season 6, because John actually guaranteed. Let me see if John Hurwitz, because I think in one of John's posts he guaranteed that, hey, John, he shared my artwork. He guaranteed that season 6 would be coming in 2024, which is definitely something to get excited about, because when Hayden talks about it, he says they're going to try their best. They're going to try their best. But John actually he pretty much guaranteed it. If I can find it. Might take me a second. John shares a lot of stuff on social media, especially with Obliterated still buzzing. Yeah. Let's see if I can find it. Come on. All right. Let's go to John. Shay Moon. John Hurwitz. Let's go to John Hurwitz real quick. Sorry, you're going through my feed of stuff real quick. And where is it? Oh, right here. There we go. Finally. Sorry about that delay, guys. But anyways, John Hurwitz says, wishing a huge Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all the Cobra Kai fans worldwide. This was a difficult year for all of us, with the Hollywood strikes delaying production on our epic final season, but our badass cast and crew will be back in the dojo immediately after the new year, and you will definitely have more Cobra Kai to binge in 2024. So there you have it. John pretty much guarantees that 2024 will be the year of the Cobra, the year of the snake. So I'm super looking forward to that. All right, let's go back to Hayden. Where is it? All right, there we go. Sorry about that delay, guys. I just wanted to find that and show it to you. But anyways, yeah, 2024 is definitely the target goal. It's gonna be similar to season 4 because season 4 started production right in the new year, right around January. I think it was late January they started production. And with it being season 6 being 10 episodes as well, it's definitely possible that they'll be able to have it ready. Probably the last few days of 2024, but still 2024 no less. And then now Jesse Lopez says, any chance the kids remaining from Silver's Cobra Kai join up with Miyagi Fang? And Hayden says, hey, good chance. So that's characters like Kyler, characters like Kenny and Devin, Tori. I don't know about Penis Breath. He can probably stay over there and just not get involved. But characters like that, or I guess you can even include Penis Breath as a possibility, even though I don't think he should. But characters like that can more than likely are going to be joining up with Daniel, Johnny, and Chosen's dojo, which is going to be super cool because Tori will finally be out of Cobra Kai after being there for 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons. So that's going to be super interesting because she's like she's the Cobra Kai loyalist. She's been there the longest out of anybody, and I can't wait to see her learn Miyagi Do now. Now, I think this is Melissa's last question. What episode will we learn the new dojo name in season 6? And Hayden says season 60, episode 601. So season 6, episode 1. Right off the bat, we're going to be learning the new dojo name. I think towards the end, it might be the cliffhanger-ish, one of the last few scenes in that episode, which is super cool. I have a feeling it's going to be one of those names that no one would have ever thought of besides the big 3. It's not going to be like a Miyagi Fang or a Eagle Fang Do or anything like that, or Miyagi Kai or anything like that. It's not going to be like a hybrid name. It's going to be something totally different, totally new, I think, that's going to be badass and pay homage to Mr. Miyagi in some sort of way, I think. That's just me talking, but I'm super excited about that dojo name. And now here is probably the biggest question that was answered, and it was by Taco. And how many episodes in season 6? And Hayden reveals that 10 episodes, but the total runtime for the full season will be the longest. I think we all could have guessed that, but the real shock was only 10 episodes because it was pretty much confirmed, because if you go on the entertainment identifier registry, 15 episodes were registered for season 6, which led us to really believe that the season was going to have 15 episodes. And so it's like, why was there 5 extra episodes registered? What's going on with that if Hayden just said that only 10 episodes? So I'm not really sure. That's kind of a question mark. And I really don't know who to believe. I guess I would more lean towards believing Hayden because it's straight from the horse's mouth. But then again, it is Hayden who trolls a lot of people and likes to make a lot of jokes. You can never tell he's serious most of the time. So I'm not really sure what to believe. But we shall see. I think that was all the questions for Mr. Schlossberg on Twitter. Only answered a handful, but it was definitely a dang good Q&A. So now we'll go back to some questions. I'm still waiting for whatever that Dragon Death move is Kenny really going to be the guy to do that? I hope not. I mean, you guys know how I feel about Anthony. Or did I say Kenny? I meant Anthony. You guys know how I feel about Anthony, and if he's going to use a crazy move like that, I hope not, but we shall see. Does Julie teach the crew how to fight blind? Ooh, that's a good point, because she did learn that from Miyagi. And we don't even know if Daniel learned how to do that. And yeah, Julie Pierce is most likely going to fight Sensei Kim because, I mean, we saw Tori and Sam. They didn't stand a chance against Sensei Kim in season 5. So she needs an equal to go up against. And I think Julie Pierce is the only option for that. So I think you're definitely on the right track there, Danny. Julie versus Kim, it's got to happen. I think if they do something like Strange Things. Yeah, they definitely got to stretch those episodes out. I would have preferred the 15 episode in just regular format, like roughly 30-minute episodes, but more episodes, but it is what it is. I guess longer episodes are just as good. But I know a lot of people are. That kind of is a red flag, like Philomena said earlier. All right. So for the rest of this stream, that was all I really wanted to. Or I guess there was one more thing I did want to talk about that actually just came out today, which was very interesting. Before we move to just like me answering questions in the chat, but this was Hayden tweeted this. Johnny has a line in Cobra Kai season 6, episode 4, that made me laugh out loud hard. That makes me laugh out loud hard every time I read it, and I know it's coming. Cannot wait to film this. So this is pretty interesting because Johnny Lawrence has, without question, the most funny lines, the most comedic lines in the entire series. And if there's one to make the guy who writes, directs, and created the show laugh out loud that many times, and it hasn't even been filmed yet, he's just reading it off the script, then it's got to be the funniest line in the whole show. It's like the thing that boggles my mind is that it hasn't even been filmed yet. He's just reading the line off the script, and it's making him laugh over and over and over again. Imagine what it's going to make us as fans for seeing, not even knowing that what it is. We know it's coming, but we don't know what it's going to be. And we're going to see it for the first time with Billy Zabka saying it. So I thought that was a very random tweet, and I thought that was freaking hilarious. And I cannot wait to see what that's going to entail. I think Billy always delivers in every scene, especially the comedic ones. So I can't wait to see that. I think Miguel will become a mentor to Kenny in season 6 because I realize how similar they are. They are similar. I think he might help like mentor him in some ways, but I still think Robbie is going to be the core focus for Kenny's redemption arc and joining Miyagi Do. I do think Miguel will help give him some pointers and point him in the right direction, and they will have some moments. But I do think that Robbie and his brother Sean are definitely going to be the ones that he leans on the most now that he's out of Cobra Kai and he's on the right path again. Yeah, that's a good point. I guess yeah, that is a good question. I really don't know why they waited so long, but the creators don't really. I've that's the first time I've ever heard them like correct something. It wasn't even a correction really, but so Nate, if I were to guess, I don't have any inside info or anything, but if I were to make my best educated guess, so Cobra Kai season 6 is about on the same trajectory as season 4 was. They both started. Well, season 6 even has a little bit of a head start, but they both roughly started production in January of their respective years. And we got the first trailer for season 4 in May. And I am guessing and hoping and praying that season 6 has that same level of marketing, at least the same level of marketing as season 4, but more. I think it might potentially have more and better marketing. So if I were to guess, we got that first Terry Silver teaser in May of 2021. I think it's possible that we will get our first maybe like little teaser in May of 2024. Maybe even mid-May or early May or very, very late April, if anything. That would be the absolute earliest we get a sneak peek, a minor tease to anything, if I were to guess. Just judging off of prior filming, schedules. I would make my best educated guess. I would say if I were to pick one specific time, I would say May of 2024 would be the earliest. I wonder if the original plan was to do 15 episodes in the season, but they changed it back. That could be the case too. That could be the case. I don't think that a lot of people think that because that information got public about the entertainment identifier registry, that was the reason. I don't think that was the reason. I think they might have just changed it. Like I said, I would prefer the 10 to 15 episodes. Do the first 10 like a normal season, and then months after that, do the 5 bonus episodes. Well, they pretty much stopped the beef in season 5. I mean, the last time they were beefing was episode 505 of season 5 when they fought. And after that, they really didn't butt heads at all after that. They were pretty much on the same page and buddies for the rest of that season. So there might be some little arguments, but there's not going to be a full-blown fight, I don't think, between them anymore. Maybe little petty arguments and disputes that they'll have to settle, like normal brothers and newly stepbrothers would normally do. But I don't think they'll have any big beef anymore. Maybe just like those little arguments. Yeah, that's a Friday, right? I think, let me check. December 27th. Yep, that's a Friday. It's definitely possible. And heck, maybe even January 3rd. It could be the new year too. It honestly could. I know John promised 2024, but they may think, hey, push it back, kick off the new year too. It could be. Yeah, it does feel a little bit rushed, but I think, since they've already filmed the first episode for the most part, I think they kind of have a head start from when they filmed season 4. So they have a little bit of a head start. So it might not be as rushed as we think it is. We might be getting a little too worried in a sense. I understand if those of you guys that are worried, but I think we're in a good place. I think they filmed episode 1, and I think they filmed a little bit of episode 2. They're not going to do reshoots of that, I don't think, because that would just mean those scenes they shot for season 2 would be money thrown out the window. But I think we're in a good spot, getting back to resuming filming, and I think I don't think it'll feel rushed. I think that Tori will be teaching Sam to fight dirty. Sam will be though. Ooh, I like that, Melissa. Tori definitely she has some dirty tricks up her sleeve, I'm sure, in a good way. And that would be interesting. I hope they can get it on December 19th. You see, that would be beautiful. I think it would be the 40th anniversary, not the 30th. The 30th anniversary was December 19th, 2014. But the only problem with that is Netflix likes to release their shows on Fridays, and December 19th, 2024 would be a Thursday. That's the only caveat. But I mean, heck, stranger things have happened, pun intended again. We shall see. Cobra Kai Nation, what is up, Shamoon? Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, I mean, they could want to condense a lot of the promotional and marketing material. It could come out midsummer. That's possible as well. But yeah, the absolute earliest we'd get something, I would say, is May. Nothing closer, really. I really hope we get to see Tori's mom and the tattoo guy, Rico. I understand Tori's mom because we haven't really seen Rico either. Those are some interesting characters you'd want to see covered. I respect it though. Tori, Kenny, and Devin, Kyler and Mitch can off. I don't disagree, man. I don't disagree. You reckon Miyagi Fang will even be named Miyagi Fang? Could it be a different name? I don't think it's going to be a Miyagi Fang. I think that was only a one-time thing for season 4 because that was when that name was like really starting to get rumored around their dojo name. I think that was only just a one-time thing for season 4. It's going to be a new dojo name. That was teased back when they did those table reads for season 6. Dimitri says we need to figure out a new dojo name. So if Miyagi Fang was already decided, they wouldn't really have that conversation. It's going to be something totally new. I think something totally new we haven't seen. I can see even random ex Cobra Kai students. Yeah, like maybe some we haven't seen in a long time before. I don't know who. I'm really confused on, or not confused, but like some of the extras names I kind of forget about. I'm fine with Tori, Kenny, and Devin, and yeah, even Kyler. If Kyler was like apologizing and stuff, fine. But Mitch, dude, you were a freaking double agent. You were a mole, dude. That's some sneaky, snaky stuff. You might as well just go with Kreese and Kim at that point. Miyagi Eagle is way better than Fang. Oh, Miyagi Eagle. Huh. Yeah. I just don't like the mashups between the two. I think it's going to be something totally different. Totally different. Either Hayden is trolling or there's a glitch in the system. Yep, that pretty much. So one of them is lying. One of them is lying. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Even the writer that I just interviewed says you really don't know when he's serious. Hillary Swank, I think. I don't think Jackie Chan or Jaden will make it their ways into this season. I don't think. Tristan, what's up, my man? I was gonna say man or bro, but I couldn't decide. So, yeah. What's up, dude? Good to see you, bro. Ben, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Hey, we got another man with a Daniel LaRusso, Ralph Macchio profile picture. I love to see it. Good to see you, Ben. How you been, man? So we're getting 1.5 to 2 seasons worth of content. Yeah, I don't know. We really just don't know the whole run times, like what's gonna be, like what the run times are gonna look like. You can probably calculate it once the season finally comes out. We don't really get the exact run times until the season actually comes out, but time will tell. All right, guys. So I got the live subscriber count up. We are 20 subscribers away from 20K. That is absolutely amazing. We got 46 people in this chat right now. A lot of you guys, some of you guys have been rocking with me since I was like at 50 subscribers. Some of you guys came in at 10,000 subscribers. Some of you guys came in maybe last month. But we've all been part of this epic journey for, what is it? It's almost been 3 years now. This May, will be this channel's 3rd birthday, and that is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. 19, let's go. And don't play with me with those numbers. Don't be unsubscribing and playing with me like that. But I'm at a loss for words, guys. I cannot believe we are we're approaching 20,000 people who clicked a little red button that said, I want more of this guy's content. I never would have thought that would be the case for me. So blessed and honored that you guys tune into my videos, tune into my live streams. It's been amazing these past nearly 3 years. I can't believe it. You guys have made this channel what it is, not me. What's up, Blender? I love the picture. Stu Mocker, good to see you. Yes, William Zabka did confirm 2 mega fights in episode 1. 16 away. Let's go. December 27th is definitely a good shout, Night Hero. Hey, I appreciate that, Blender. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Hey, we got another donation. Clifford Favors. Thank you for the $10, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Do you think they'll cover Sid's fate / Johnny's stepfather? Also, do you think they'll bring in Julie Pierce fighting off back unlike they did with Chosen at the graveyard? Where's Tori's mom? Yeah, I think Sid's definitely they're gonna address that, whether it be, I don't think they'll do a funeral, but I think they'll, even if it's just like a one-line thing. And a lot of people think that Johnny's going to get Sid's inheritance. I personally don't think so, because why would Sid ever leave his money to Johnny? I mean, he may be just the next of kin, because I don't think Sid has any other family, but we will see. Fighting off the back like they did with Chosen at the graveyard. When did Chosen fight at a graveyard? I'm trying to think. Sorry, Clifford. My mind's drawing a blank right now. I do think we'll get Tori's mother addressed too. Those of you who know, also, I always got my Dunkin'. Always. If you live in Boston or in the Northeast, you know. Thank you again, Clifford Favors. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the $10. Who would you like to see cast as Cobra Kai students? I would like to see Leo Howard as the top male student. Now, Leo Howard, correct me if I'm wrong, is he from that show Kickin' It? I've always seen his name popped up like he should be in Cobra Kai, but I've never known who he is. Is he from that Kickin' It show? Hi, Monique. Yeah, I said earlier on in the stream, I think it's going to be absolute earliest, May 2024 for a teaser. That would probably be the earliest. The GOAT has arrived. RJ. What's up, broski? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I would say that last episode has to be like hour and a half, heck, maybe even 2 hours, maybe like a whole film length for that final episode. Absolutely. Listen to Darth Chosen. It's at 20K. We got 15 to go. Let's go. Yeah, you see, what I could see happening too with this, RJ brings up a great point. We've needed this since like season 3, since Kyler joined Cobra Kai. We got 50 people in here. Let's go. 50 or not 50, since season 3. Sam's been needing to get, it's not revenge, but kick Kyler's ass for the crap that he pulled in season 1. This man straight up assaulted Sam in a movie theater. And I could see Kyler coming in, doing his usual cocky self. Maybe he's a little bit apologetic, but I could see him get put in check by Sam and get knocked on his tush as soon as he starts acting to his old ways. And just putting him in his place, finishing the job, because we saw her like move his hand, get up, and then Kyler got up and she pushed him back into his seat. I could see something similar like that, but except they're both standing and she literally puts Kyler straight on his ass. I could see that happening, and I hope that happens, because Kyler, he's gotten his butt kicked by literally nearly everyone in the show, almost all of the mains like Dimitri, Eli, Miguel, all those guys, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. If he still hasn't learned his lesson, I think Sam, the girl he used to date, if she puts him on his ass, not because she's a girl, but just because of the crap he did to her and stuff, and her just finally getting her comeuppance on him, I think that's going to be like, okay, yeah, maybe I am kind of a douche. Maybe I should change my ways. Ahmed, what's up? I think Anthony might, oh gosh, beat who? Beat Kyler? That would be freaking funny. Yes, Danny knows this as well. He's been an advocate for this with me and RJ for a long time. She needs to put him on his ass, put him in his place. Thank you, Dragon Kai man. Appreciate you. Love the Kong profile picture. I mean, everyone's had their turn each season since he joined a dojo, or since the beginning of the show. Everyone's had their turn to beat the crap out of Kyler. It's her turn now. No Mercy edits. Thank you, man. Big fan. I appreciate you, dude. I should check out your edits, dude. I love edits. I'm a big fan of just edits, not only for Cobra Kai, but a bunch of different fandoms. I think edits are super cool content. Listen to Mama Strike almost to 20K. Yeah, that's what I thought. Jack and Kicking It. I never watched that show. That was like a Disney Plus series or show, I think, right? Was he good? Is he a good martial artist? Can't remember. I think Sid will give his inheritance to Robbie and actually make a joke about Johnny being a guy. That could be Sid's one last laugh to just poke fun at Johnny. Here, I'm giving my millions or billions to Robbie instead. That'd be freaking hilarious. Listen to Shamoon. Go to 20K, baby. Can't wait for the music tonight. Yes. One of the best, like, the actors, the writers, yes, they make Cobra Kai what it is from a visual perspective. But I think if there was no music in Cobra Kai, it would have no soul. The music in Cobra Kai is the best, and I'm probably biased, but I'm trying to take biases out of this. But Cobra Kai has the best soundtrack in a movie, TV show, video game that I have ever heard. Ever heard. It's got everything from the Japanese style music with the flutes and the guitars, the Spanish style music with the guitar, and just the badass rock themes. It's got such a wide range of epic music, and it's just so good. It's got the best score for anything I've ever seen in media, by far, in my opinion. Don't know if that's a hot take or not, but that's just where I see it. Shout out to Zach and Leo. It'll come soon enough, man. I mean, if you've been following Cobra Kai, or if you're just a fan, like you follow the productions of film and TV, you can kind of make a very educated guess on when it will likely come out. Especially when the creators are dropping hints of 2024. You can pretty much, and just past filming patterns, like with season 4, you can make an educated guess that I would say the earliest probably would be November, and that's really pushing it. But December is definitely, I think, the target month for the big three and the whole cast and crew to get season 6 out to fans. I think you're in the majority with that. No Mercy edits. I think we're all in that same boat. A lot of us are kind of we're not really looking forward to that new Karate Kid movie. We're gonna see it, but we're not excited about it. Season 6 is the true piece of Karate Kid content that we're looking forward to. Cobra Kai Zone, thanks for popping in, dude. I appreciate you. How have you been? Hope you had a very Merry Christmas. I hope you have a Happy New Year. Appreciate you. Not on screen. I'm sure they know. Or I don't know. I'm sure they've been in like the same scenes, but we haven't gotten like a one-on-one interaction with each other. But I'm sure they've met off screen. That could be the case because Kyler was picking on Anthony a little bit with Kenny in season 5, and Sam didn't really defend him. So, or heck, maybe Anthony's able to actually defend himself in season 6. I definitely think that's a possibility. Yeah, I really don't know. Kyler is he shakes in his boots whenever Miguel is in the vicinity. He will not mess with him again after that ass whooping he got in season 1. He knows better not to mess with Miguel anymore. And I don't know why he kept messing with Hawk. He whooped his butt on a national, or not national, but like on at the All Valley. I don't know why he continues to mess with them. 10 subscribers away. Let's go. We are 10 away from 20K. Not a popular opinion, but I think we have seen the last of Hector. He was meant to be a part of Miguel's arc and not an antagonist for the other characters. That's I don't know. I don't think that's a popular opinion, JC. I'm just gonna call you JC. But that could be the case too. I mean, I think he could come back, but I think it's still, if he were to come back in season 6, he will still be it will still be Miguel focused, but it will put the other characters maybe in peril, and it will be a conflict for the other characters, but Miguel will be at the forefront. He will be at the center of that. So it wouldn't take anything away from Miguel's arc. I don't think if he were to come to the Valley or the Sakai Taikai and confront all of our main characters, uh, so I wouldn't worry about that. If he does come back, Miguel will still be at the forefront and get his shine. But it's definitely still possible that Hector's done. We don't see him again. But I feel like I think a lot of people would agree with me that the Mexico storyline did feel a bit short, and that could be because it's not done yet. There's still a little more story to be told there. Because if you think about it, two of the main things weren't shown that we were all expecting and looking forward to with that Mexico storyline. We really wanted Johnny and Hector to come face to face. That's not really a necessity, but it would definitely make for very interesting entertainment and exciting entertainment, because I'd love to see Johnny roast Miguel's dad. But then we also didn't learn, or Hector didn't learn, that Miguel is the son that he never knew existed. And I feel like if they don't bring him back in season 6, then that's a huge missed opportunity. But I think it's being saved for this last season, because Hector is a very dangerous man. We saw him whip out that gun for a reason. I don't think that was a mistake. And I think it's going to be paid off in season 6. Hoping nobody dies, really, but it's possible. The only person I'd be okay with dying is Kreese and or Silver. One of those two. And that's not because I don't like the characters. I just think it would make a satisfying ending. And like, as long as those two are alive, Cobra Kai can still exist. If they're not locked up or dead, Cobra Kai still will have the potential of coming back, unfortunately. And we've seen Kreese go to jail, but he somehow managed to squirm his way out of there. So even jail's not even a surefire thing. Oh yeah, she'd probably be like, "Wait, what? You dated this clown?" Oh man. What's up, Simply Cobra? Thanks for coming in. It's neck and neck. It's pretty close. But season 5 proved that Miguel has the slight edge towards Robbie. Miguel's 1A, Robbie's 1B. He's I'm not a big anime guy, but Miguel is Goku, Robbie's Vegeta. I'm doing good. How about you? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Frank the Tank had to be here for this historic occasion. Way to go, Strike. Appreciate Frank the Tank right here, has been one of the most loyal members of this channel, subscribers, and he's become a very dear friend of mine. So everybody, shout out to Frank the Tank in the chat. Raise something to him in the chat: a soda, beer, water, anything to him in the chat. Frank the Tank is the man. Appreciate you coming in, Frank. Bruh. Oh gosh. That would be interesting. You should make an edit of that. No Mercy edits. Make like a, how they do those matchup like head to head matchups. Do one of me and Drew. I have a feeling that Sean could come in. Yes. You see, I was talking to the boys about this the other day. Gian, RJ, and Shamoon about this. I like Kenny. I think he's a good character, but I think it would have made season 4 a lot more entertaining. I get they had to do it for Anthony's arc, but I would have liked it if Sean replaced Kenny's arc. If Sean was the one, it would have made. And I know that Okea, the actor who plays Sean, he was filming The Walking Dead at that time, so I think that's why he couldn't come back in a big variety. But can you imagine season 4's Cobra Kai with Sean instead of Kenny? That lineup would have been elite. You got Robbie leading the way. You got Sean second in command, or Tori and Robbie leading. Sean second in command. Kyler, boy, that would have been insane. Can you imagine if in season 5, if that was Sean fighting Hawk and Sean gave Hawk the silver bullet? Hawk would have been dead if Sean delivered that blow. That would have been insane. I was just like spitballing ideas, and I would have preferred Sean to have Kenny's role. I love Kenny, but can you just imagine if Sean had Kenny's role in the whole show? That would have been insane. I think if I were a betting man, I would say Kreese would. Or it also depends if Terry's mentally ill or not. Well, we know he's mentally ill, probably, but if he's suffering from a terminal illness. I think I've heard of D-Man VFX. I think I think I've heard of him. Yeah, I love those fan fiction matchup things. They're pretty awesome. Yeah, they usually you play like a pretty epic 80s song. So I'm wondering if they're going to switch it up or if they're going to keep it what it usually has been. But the past 2 main trailers have been You Got Another Thing Coming and Def Leppard song. Oh, I forget the name for season 4. What do you want? I forget the name. Rise up, down, around. Rock of Ages. That's what it is. Took me a minute. Yeah, Cobra Kai World. Because I was talking to Shamoon about this again. I talk to Shamoon all the freaking time. But the same company that made those first 2 disastrous Cobra Kai games. Oh crap, we're six subscribers away, guys. Those first 2 Cobra Kai games was made by Game Mill Entertainment, and they just made a Walking Dead game, and that game is just as bad, if not maybe a little worse than those 2 Cobra Kai games. The concepts for all 3 of these games are amazing. It's just the execution and the visuals, the graphics, the way the game runs, that's bad. If they just get an actually good developer, if Sony can get a good developer and actually like bite the bullet and get a good developer, then we would get a lot more better of a game. The ideas are great, but the execution and the development stage of these games have been terrible. The tree will survive. Yes, that is a great theme. I love it. I've actually, those of you who follow me on Instagram, Twitter, I just started collecting the physical CDs of the soundtracks. And I know you're probably thinking, why get the CDs when they're on streaming platforms like Apple Music and Spotify? Get the physical CDs. I know a lot of people don't have CD players, but I have one in my car, but they got a bunch of bonus tracks on there that's worth getting. So 2 subscribers away, guys and gals. Let's go. This is crazy. It's like, this is the real new year. It feels like I'm watching the ball drop. 1999. Let's go, guys. 20K. Let's go. 20,000 subscribers. Literally right at the hour mark. That couldn't have been more perfect. Wow. We did it, guys. I'm sure someone's going to unsubscribe to screw up the numbers, but we made it. 20,000 subscribers on Strike First Media. Thank all 50 of you guys here in the chat who are here to be with me during this awesome occasion. And plenty more good stuff still to come, guys. I could not be more thankful for you guys. Can't believe we did it. We reached 20K. I'm struggling to find words right now, but you guys mean the world to me. But we're going to keep answering questions. We'll go for like 20 more minutes. Cobra Kai Karate is dead set. Yeah, I think I've seen a couple of videos about that. I'm not really sure why. I think it would make for very tense situations and interesting plot points. I mean, I guess I would have to hear his reasonings straight from him and see if I agree with it or not. Like, I'm fine if you disagree with it, but I would really want to hear your reasonings for it, because every time when I think of something for the show, I usually have like some sort of evidence to back it up why I think this way. I don't just think certain things just because. Mexico arc is ass, not gonna lie. So if he doesn't return, it's a miss for me. I don't think it was ass in my opinion, but I do think it makes for a lot of missed opportunities if he doesn't come back. I agree that it won't be my favorite arc. Honestly, I kind of agree. I'd rather have Hector come back than Julie. I don't really care for Julie. Thank you for the $2 to the Nura. I appreciate it. Hoping for a New Year's Eve release for Cobra Kai Season 6. That would be cool as well, because I think New Year's Eve release was for Season 5 or 4. And that was way better than watching the stupid ball drop. Yeah, I thought that too. I thought he was gonna beat up Hector. Fireball, Eagle Fang forever, baby. Eagle Fang Karate. Adam, do you think Danny's location will have a product placement this season? Danny's location. What are you talking about? Danny Watkins or Danny LaRusso, Adam? I don't know what you're asking. It's probably something funny. Philomena is why so against the movie. Done right, it could be. Yeah, I mean, I think I've talked to you about this before. I'm not against it per se, but some people are. And I'm just hesitant. I'm 50-50 on it. I don't know what to think yet, because we don't know hardly anything about this movie. We don't know what we know of, not even a paragraph's worth of the plot. And just judging on Jackie Chan and Ralph being in the movie, it kind of clashes the universe, which is kind of confusing for fans. And the last thing you want is to confuse your fandom. I mean, I know I got some DC fans in here, but are you guys happy with the current state of DC, of how confusing it is for those of you who like DC? Even Marvel's getting so confusing. When there's confusion, it creates upset fans when there's a lot of confusion, because we don't know what is going on. It keeps the fans out of the loop, and we don't really know what's going on. I have no doubt that it's probably at least a decent idea, but just because Ralph thinks it's a decent idea, it doesn't mean it's going to always be a good idea. And it doesn't mean like most fans are going to like it. So I'm still optimistic. I do trust Ralph's judgment. I'm not going to say it's going to be the worst movie of all time, but I certainly am not saying I think it's going to be the best movie of all time. I could be wrong about both of those things. It could be great. It could be absolute dog poo. We will see. But I'm not against the movie. I have a lot of questions as to why it's even happening and what it's going to mean for post Cobra Kai, and what is it going to mean if is it going to be involved with Cobra Kai at all? It's just, see, it raises a lot of questions that really confuses fans. That's what I'm getting at. To me, season 5, episode 2 felt like The Fresh Prince. Yes, that was. I love The Fresh Prince. I forget that scene. He's like, I don't need him. To hell with him. I love that. Great show, Will Smith. Yeah, exactly. RJ, 1A, 1B. It's like I said earlier. It's it's not like a huge, just because Miguel beat him in that fight doesn't mean there's like a huge gap in power level now. They are on the same level, and I don't think you could really go wrong with picking one over the other. I think if you say Robbie's better than Miguel, then fair play. That's a solid take. I don't necessarily disagree with it. Christian, first time in the chat. I honestly hope Hector comes back. There's too much good drama there to let sleeping dogs lie. I'd love to see Johnny fight Hector defending Carmen and Miguel. Absolutely, man. Everybody, welcome Christian. It's his first time in the stream, so welcome him. Show him the warm strike first welcome. I agree, dude. I think Hector would be a great antagonist for the latter half of the season if they choose to go that way. It would definitely make for some intense situations, whether it's Johnny fighting Hector or even Miguel throwing down with his pops. So I'm completely with you on that, dude. I know a lot of people, or some people, don't want that to happen, but I say why not? Let's do it. You could do just pictures. Do some pictures or something. I don't know. Come up with something, man. Come up with something. I'll watch it. I'll share it. I'll get the word out. Oh gosh, Adam, you crazy You crazy man. I agree. Yeah. I would like to see Sean back. He was such an underused character. He was great in season 3. I wish we saw him again in a bigger capacity. I'm sorry, man. Kenny, he's a talented young lad in martial arts, but I know it's like size, especially when you're talking about Sean's build. I don't care how skilled you are in martial arts. If he gets a hold of you, dude, you're going down, and you're gonna be beaten to a pulp, dude. I think Sean would make mincemeat out of Kenny. Welcome back, Owen. Thanks for coming back, dude. A lot of love for you around here, Frank. Much love, dude. Yeah, I did love that. You Got Another Thing Coming is my favorite rock song of all, or probably favorite song of all time. So I love that was in season 5 trailers, the season 5's trailer. I love that it was in season 4, episode 1 too. But yeah, season Rock of Ages is definitely a great track too. What's up, Brody? Thanks for coming in, dude. I don't know if you saw, we just hit 20K on the channel, which is insanity. Exactly, RJ, dude. If Sean learning, like we saw how much. See that's why I think he would destroy Kenny, because Robbie had a decent level of Miyagi Do training, and Sean, he was neck and neck with him. So if he had any training, like if he trained through season 4 like Kenny did, and then season 5 like Kenny did, Sean realistically would be on the same, he would be the best fighter in the whole show. But obviously that's not really realistic because Sean's not one of the main characters. Thank you, my man. Appreciate you. Diego, what's up? Early predictions. Oh man, I have a bunch of theory videos if you want to go check them out in my playlist. Off the top of my head, I don't have any. You'd have to ask me some sort of question and I'll tell you what I think, but I have I think 20 plus theory videos on my channel. If you want to check them out. Brody, you missed it, my man. We talked about this earlier on in the stream. You can watch it on the replay. We're kind of just doing. We already went through that, and we already did like a little countdown on the 20K subscriber mark. So we're kind of just doing Q&A for the next 10 or so minutes. Sorry you missed it, dude. Amanda or Bert? Ooh, I don't know. Because Amanda's got that slap that she gave Kreese. I would say Amanda would win. I'd say, sorry, Bert, but we did it, my man. We did it. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. You guys are all amazing. I'm really behind in this chat. Sorry, guys. Thanks, Lisa. Jim, Tim, you guys all rock. Thank you. Holy damn. You guys making me emotional over here, man. Sheesh. You guys all rock. Thanks, Melissa. Madre. I think it'll be Miguel fighting that Hector the Salazar. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, that's the thing, RJ. It was short. It felt cut short, but I think there was a reason for that because I think it'll get paid off. Because when there's things left open ended in the Miyagi-verse, it usually gets paid off one way or another. It's very rare that it doesn't. Um, so I think it'll get paid off in season 6. I don't know if they'll ever clarify that because then the fun of debates and just discussion in the community will just be gone if they kind of say it, because then it'll all be said and done. I don't think they'll ever come out and say this is the full final power scaling. Miguel is better than Robbie. Robbie's better than Hawk, but Hawk's not better than Samantha. No, I don't think they'll do that. Clifford, again for the $5. Thank you so much, man. I have to ask, when Amanda slapped Kreese, did you rewind that scene? Oh, I rewind that scene multiple times, watched it in slow-mo, and I think she actually did slap him. I think that's what Courtney said that, or Martin said that, but I think she actually accidentally slapped him, which is hilarious. Cobra Kai Roblox, hello. I like that. Cobra Khan. I don't think it will. I don't think so. Ooh, one episode, RJ. I wonder how. Yeah, they would have really had to speed things up for that. That would have been interesting. That's my biggest gripe with the Kung Fu Kid is they just use the Karate Kid name to cash in on the Karate Kid fans. Damn you, Will Smith. I love you in Fresh Prince, but when you messed with the Karate Kid, man, that's where we have a problem. I hate DC. Cobra Kai on top. I'm kind of with you. I don't hate DC, but I'm not a fan of DC. I would agree, Jim Tim. Could be decent. Gotta go strike. Thanks, Rodney, man. I'll catch you later. I appreciate it. Make sure you don't F around or you're gonna find out. Have a good night, man. Really? You think Kenny beats Sean? I don't know about that. I know the only thing he's got on him is speed. Some good discussion. Davisy, thank you, my man. Appreciate you coming in. Hey, Gian, my boy, the All Valley. Thank you so much, broski. Gian just released a video talking about the Hayden Schlossberg's answers to season 6 questions. So if you haven't checked out the All Valley, he does a ton of different pop culture videos on his channel, especially when it comes to Cobra Kai. So if you're a Cobra Kai fan, go check out our boy Gian right over here, the All Valley. Oh, he's dead. They buried him 3 weeks ago. The Alpha Elite program. I doubt it. I'm sorry. I just don't see that happen. I think the only part of the next Karate Kid that they're gonna touch is Julie Pierce because she has a tie to Miyagi. No, you see, they call it the Miyagi verse for a reason. Miyagi, did have that moment with Dugan, but they didn't really have any direct sort of conflict. They had that mini fight. I don't see that happening. They're only going to bring in Julie Pierce because she had direct ties with Miyagi. Appreciate you, Dragon Kai, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, Philomena, Bryce. Thank you, Israel. Bryce, thank you for the 99 cents, my man. I appreciate you. Didn't have to do it, but thank you. Who died of AIDS? What? Gotta find a different place for this mic. It's always in my way. I agree. And that's kind of piggybacking off of Melissa's question. I think she's going to win the Sekai Taikai if it's like an individual competition. Probably go for like a few more minutes, guys. Oh, man. Today has been a day, but a very good one. I agree, Morgan. I agree. I did not like that. I don't know if you guys have read Ralph's book. He had a kind of an interesting interaction with that. He was asked when the Karate Kid 2010 was announced. Ralph was asked about it, and I think he said something, but it wasn't like derogatory towards the movie. He wasn't hating on it. And then the next day, there was like a tabloid on the front page that said Ralph Macchio slams new Karate Kid movie, when that wasn't even the case. And then Will Smith called him up and he said, "Hey, I know I'm messing with your baby, but you got to trust me on this and stuff." And yeah, it was blown out of proportion. It was kind of just funny. And he was Ralph. I think Will actually asked Ralph if he wanted to have a cameo in it, and Ralph was like, "Nah, I'm good." Oh yeah, I remember that. I forget his name. I think his name was Yoda, Darth Yoda, or something. Yeah, that was cool. He's a cool guy. That's a good question, Bryce. I'm gonna say no. I don't think so. If they Han might have a minor cameo. I don't think uh, Dre will be in any of either the film or season 6 because I don't think he's really an actor anymore. I think he's more of a musician now. So I would say, if anything, maybe a minor Han cameo, but that's it. I don't think it'll be much more than that. Do you guys like this overlay I got at the bottom of the screen with like Robbie, Daniel Sam, Johnny, Kreese, and Hawk? I kind of like it. I was worried it would be too tall and get in the way, but I think it's okay. Where do you predict Hawk and Beatrice going in season 6? See, they're probably the. Oh, what's up? I forgot to say hi to you, Darth Prodigy. What's up, dude? Predict Hawk and some of the toughest because I feel like their arcs have pretty much already come full circle, and they're just really unpredictable. Season 5, they didn't have huge roles. They were almost reduced to recurring guest star roles, so it didn't have a big part, unfortunately. So I really don't know. Hopefully, they have more things to do. I hope, but time will tell. Love. Thanks, No Mercy Edits. Appreciate it. Absolutely. After Chosen kind of confessed his love to her, I absolutely think we'll see her again. I mean, if Daniel could beat Terry, then Johnny could beat Terry because they're Johnny and Daniel are pretty much equals. And plus, the only reason Johnny lost to Terry in season 4 was because he was blindsided. He was sucker kicked. He was kicked when he wasn't even expecting a fight. He just walked in, boom, blindsided. So I think if neutral ground, Johnny's balanced and stuff, then he would have won. If Johnny fought Terry at the beginning when he was in that rage mode with seeing the baby picture and stuff, he would have beat Silver. I'm not going to say it would have been easy, but I think he would have beat him. Like that kicked him into that gear, like he said. It kicked him into a gear he didn't even know he had. Oof, that's a hot take. No Mercy Edits. It's a very hot take. I would too. Trying to find a clip.
You have 5 seconds to tell me which way that kid went. I'm gonna take that surfboard and I'm gonna shove it so far up your ass your friends are gonna be surfing you.
If Kreese joined Miyagi Do, they would not. They would be like, nah. They wouldn't believe him for one. So I would say that it's going to be Kim and Kreese because Sensei Kim has her own dojang back home. So I think she's going to. It's still going to be called Cobra Kai because that's the dojo's name that was registered in the Sakai Taikai. So I don't think her dojo's name is not Cobra Kai. I can guarantee you that. So she's going to have to rename her dojo Cobra Kai to gain access into the Sakai Taikai. I wonder what a dojo is called. Is it called the Way of the Fist? I have a feeling it's not. Yeah, but I feel like it would be a lot more like a legacy name, like the Way of the Fist. I just don't. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I get. Yeah, they might be called the Fist. I don't know. When do you think Miyagi Do is? Ooh, see, this is all great stuff that's going to be insane to see play out. 'Cause I really don't know. It depends. I think it's going to be in Japan. So, I'm guessing all the students are going to go to Okinawa for that. I'm going to have probably a run in with them. I have no idea, but it's going to be insane. But all right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you all so much for joining. It's been absolutely amazing just being on this journey. I'm glad I was able to do another live stream. I know it had been a while, like right around a month since my previous one, but it was definitely nice talking about some newsworthy Cobra Kai season 6 related content and things, and it worked out so perfectly because we were just closing in on 20K subscribers. Let's go. Thank you all so much again for being here with me and being subscribed to the channel and supporting the channel. Many more big things to come, videos to come, shorts, all that good stuff. So I will see you in the next video very, very soon in another live stream. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.